This is Randy Rosetta with HubCityPreps.com with this week's edition of the KPA Confidential. I'm talking to a couple of the Warrior football players. Things get a little bit more serious this week. Not that they're not serious, Hudson and Chandler, but get into district now. This is where you start kind of figuring out what you guys want to do in the postseason, where you have to head for the postseason. Hudson, you guys have been here a lot of times before, and we talked 3, 5, 7 weeks ago, whatever it was. You guys have been motivated all season because of how last season ended. This is now when you kind of get to start sketching out how this season can finish up. What has focus been like this week as you guys get ready for Midland Holy Cross, correct? Okay.
It's really just been the same as it's been throughout the year. We've been preparing really well throughout the summer and through the previous weeks this year, so it's just taken all that preparation into this week, and yeah, 1 week at a time.
And Chandler, you guys have really played well pretty much all season. Abilene Christian got you, but that's a really good Abilene Christian team. You guys have seen them a couple times before. Are they in the same division as you guys?
That's right.
So you only get that one chance at them. Well, maybe you guys can figure out something. We'll go play on a playground somewhere after the season's over. But Chandler, you guys, what have you been doing week by week just to get better and start preparing for this point of the season?
Yes, sir. I mean, well, we had a new offense this year, and so first few games we're just working out the kinks and stuff, and so I mean, just the more we work at it, the more it gets better, and so that's where we're at now. We're figuring it out and starting to master it. So
I'm guessing that Chandler or Hudson probably has to ice his arm a little bit more often. He's been
Yeah,
throwing it a little bit
a
more.
lot more than we used to.
This is, and we talked about this before too. This is Coach Peter's third year.
Third year, yes, sir.
And it sometimes takes a while for a system to kind of take root, kind of like a plant taking root and making everybody comfortable. You guys getting comfortable with him with you. Where is that process at now? It seems to be coming along pretty well this year, Hudson.
Yeah, it's come along really far, and he says just like us, he's got to go through learning experiences, and he's learned from his mistakes just like we have. So I think he's really grown over the course of these 3 years, and we've gotten a lot better and more comfortable with him.
I think I told you before, six-man football to me reminds me a lot of basketball. So the cliche is that the point guard has to be the extension of the coach. Well, I would think the quarterback in this situation has to be. Do you kind of feel like you guys think on the same wavelength a lot of the time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. We spend a lot of time together, so just repetition and practice has really helped us get in the same wavelength with each other.
So I know you guys put up big offensive numbers, and that's half the equation, Chandler, but defensively you guys have been really good as well. And that's something that sometimes in six-man football gets forgotten or not talked about as much, but having the kind of defense you guys have, how big a key is that now as you get into the playoffs or get into the district season and then the playoffs, knock on wood, after that?
I mean, it's awesome if you keep your defense off the field and keep your offense on, your points just go up. And so, I mean, having a coach like Coach Brock, who's been here for 7, 8 years.
Yeah, he's been
now
here a
we're
while.
getting comfortable with him, and he's building a program here for our defense, and so we're starting to figure it out. It's helping a lot.
You guys have gotten used to being the hunted in your district for quite a while, and I would imagine that's the case again this year, Hudson. How do you, as now a veteran team, and you're one of the older guys now, how do you kind of make sure that you lock in at this time of year to make sure that these next 3 games you guys are stair-stepping to be at your best once the regular season is over?
Just embrace the challenge, but we know that everybody's going to be gunning for us because we've won district so many years in a row, and just keep the same mentality every single week and keep pushing every single day.
And Midland Holy Cross is somebody new, right? I don't think you guys have.
They were in your district last year.
They were in your district. Okay, so you've seen them. You know Christ the King's going to be loaded for bear, and they're having a really good year too. And then who's the third one? Who do you finish with?
San Jacinto.
I'm not going to get in trouble for making you guys look ahead. But, and I know San Jacinto's always got some talent. That I know their volleyball team came and gave All Saints all they wanted last night. So it's not going to be an easy road these next 3 weeks. But Chandler, why are you guys prepared for this? What have you guys done to get to this point of the season and be ready for these next 3?
Well, like I said, it's a new offense, so no one's seen it yet. It's not a traditional 6-man offense, so that's a plus for us. And I mean, like I said, we've just worked at it and worked at it and worked at it, and now we're getting to where we're mastering it, and it just gets more and more mastered, I guess, as we go.
Let's go back, finish up with that motivation thing, Hudson, that fire in the belly. How much hotter is it now after 7, 8 weeks of this season that you're getting to this point of the year?
Oh yeah, definitely. Last year we didn't end the way that we wanted to, so we worked really hard this summer, and we've worked really hard this year. Just mastering the new offense, the new defense, and I think we've prepared really well for this point.